summary of Everything is Figureoutable by Marie Forleo. Unlocking Your Potential, Why You Should Read Everything is Figureoutable. This book offers a powerful solution to the common problem of feeling stuck and limited by negative beliefs. The core concept, everything is figureoutable, is presented not just as a motivational phrase, but as a practical philosophy that can transform your life. Here are some compelling reasons why you should consider reading this book. Shift your perspective, change your reality. The sources emphasize that your beliefs have a profound impact on your life. They can either empower you to achieve your goals or hold you back from reaching your full potential. Everything is Figureoutable provides a framework for identifying and challenging limiting beliefs, replacing them with a more empowering mindset. From stuck to unstoppable, feeling overwhelmed by a problem? This book encourages a proactive, solution-oriented approach. It urges you to move beyond the "I can't" mentality and embrace the belief that there is always a way forward. It equips you with tools and strategies to break down challenges, take action, and make progress even when you don't have all the answers. Science-backed and anecdote-driven, the book doesn't just rely on feel-good affirmations. It cites research highlighting the real impact of beliefs on our neurochemistry and physical responses, such as the placebo effect. It also shares inspiring real-life stories of individuals who overcame seemingly insurmountable obstacles by adopting a figureoutable mindset, proving that this concept can be applied to any challenge. A roadmap to results. This book isn't just about theory, it's about taking action. It provides a clear roadmap for achieving your goals, including strategies for eliminating excuses, dealing with fear, defining your dreams, and starting before you feel ready. It helps you translate the "everything is figureoutable" mindset into tangible results in your life. Join a community of figureoutable people. Beyond individual empowerment, this book emphasizes the importance of community and collaboration. It encourages you to connect with others who share this empowering belief system, creating a supportive environment where you can encourage and challenge each other to grow. Everything is Figureoutable is more than just a self-help book. It's a call to action to embrace your own agency and become the architect of your life. By adopting this powerful mindset, you can unlock your potential, achieve your dreams, and make a meaningful contribution to the world. Introduction. Embracing the Figureoutable Mindset. This book introduces the powerful concept that everything is figureoutable. This idea is presented not just as a feel-good platitude, but as a practical philosophy and a call to action. The book emphasizes that this concept can be applied to a wide range of challenges, from everyday problems like a broken washing machine to more complex issues such as building a business, improving health, or finding love. It even extends to overcoming deeply personal struggles like grief, addiction, or debt. The book champions this idea as a path to positive change, both for individuals and for society as a whole. It argues that by adopting a figureoutable mindset, readers can unlock their potential and make meaningful progress towards their goals. However, the book acknowledges that simply believing in this idea is not enough. It stresses the importance of taking action and putting in the effort to overcome obstacles and achieve desired outcomes. To guide readers on this journey, the book lays out a roadmap to results. It encourages readers to examine their limiting beliefs, eliminate excuses, deal with fear, define their dreams, and start taking action even before they feel fully ready. Ultimately, the book aims to empower readers to embrace their own agency and become the architects of their lives, driven by the unwavering belief that everything is figureoutable. Chapter 1. The Lessons from a Tropicana Orange, a Broken Radio and an Unbreakable Spirit. The tiny Tropicana orange radio sat on the kitchen table, its cheerful red and white striped antenna now drooping at an awkward angle. The music that usually filled the air, a constant soundtrack to Marie's childhood, was silent. A sense of unease filled the room, replacing the familiar warmth that usually emanated from her mother's presence. As a child, Marie had often found comfort and reassurance in the sounds emanating from that little radio, a symbol of her mother's resilience and resourcefulness. Growing up in poverty, her mother had learned to create a better life for herself, finding opportunity and value in the most unexpected places. The radio, a free gift earned through diligently saved proof-of-purchase seals from Tropicana orange juice, was a testament to this spirit. But now the radio was broken, its cheerful orange glow extinguished. The pieces, spread out on the table like a patient awaiting surgery, represented a challenge, an obstacle to overcome. Yet Marie knew, even in the face of this small setback, that her mother wouldn't be deterred. With the same determination she had used to build a life for herself, she would take on this new challenge, breaking it down into manageable pieces until she found a solution. The broken radio was a powerful metaphor for the larger challenges that life inevitably presents. Like the leaky roof her mother had resolutely patched herself, these challenges, though daunting, were not insurmountable. They were, as Marie would come to believe and teach others, figureoutable. This belief, born from the lessons of a simple Tropicana orange radio, would become the cornerstone of Marie's life and work. It would empower her to face her own obstacles, to build a successful business, and to inspire millions around the world to tap into their own resourcefulness and resilience. The Tropicana orange, more than just a childhood memory, became a potent symbol. It represented the power of a positive mindset, the importance of finding value in unexpected places, and the unwavering belief that even when things seem broken, there is always a way to figure things out. The story of the Tropicana orange radio, as recounted in Marie Forleo's book Everything is Figureoutable, serves as a powerful metaphor for the book's central themes of resourcefulness, resilience, and hope. 1. Resourcefulness. The radio, acquired for free through saved proof-of-purchase seals, embodies a spirit of resourcefulness that was instilled in Forleo by her mother. This resourcefulness reflects the ability to find value and opportunity even in seemingly insignificant things. Forleo's mother, who grew up in poverty, learned to make the most of limited resources and instilled this same mindset in her daughter. 2. Resilience. When the radio breaks, it symbolizes the unexpected challenges and obstacles that inevitably arise in life. The act of taking apart the radio and attempting to fix it represents the need to confront these challenges head-on, breaking them down into smaller, manageable parts in order to find solutions. This act mirrors the book's overall message: even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, there is always a way to figure things out with a determined and resourceful mindset. 3. Hope. The Tropicana orange radio, despite being a small and simple object, held significant emotional value for Forleo's mother. It represented her ability to create a better life for herself and her family. Similarly, the book emphasizes that even when facing difficult circumstances, like a frightening and life-altering diagnosis, the belief that everything is figureoutable can provide a sense of hope and empower individuals to persevere. The story of the Tropicana orange goes beyond a simple anecdote. It lays the foundation for the book's overarching message: by adopting a figureoutable mindset, embracing resourcefulness and resilience, and maintaining a sense of hope, individuals can overcome any obstacle and achieve their dreams. Chapter 2. Changing your mindset. You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas. Shirley Chisholm. Just like learning most new skills in life, it won't be easy. Whether it's jumping on a scooter in Italy, building a business, or taking a dance class, learning something new not only takes patience but takes a change in mindset as well. You can accomplish the same mindset by applying the philosophy that everything is figureoutable, but this requires self-exploration, humor, and patience. But there's a roadmap to help get you there. Train your brain for growth. Imagine your brain is like computer software. You click on one email and allow a flood of viruses to fill your computer. Your brain is similar, but with viruses of negative thoughts. You may begin thinking that you can't. You're scared and you don't know if you can accomplish your goals. These are viruses of doubt, fear, and confusion, and once you allow one to enter your mind, you start a vicious cycle of negative thoughts. This is normal. But it's important to be aware of these viruses and destructive thoughts. Destructive thoughts like "I know this already and this won't work for me" are inevitable thoughts that many people experience. However, it's important to be open-minded. Maybe you already know something, but there's more to learn about it. You'll never know if you immediately disregard opening yourself up to learn more. Additionally, you need to train your brain to think how this could work for you. You're capable, you can change your life, but train your brain to think about how this could work is imperative. Imagine if Lama Bowie thought that she couldn't change the world. What if she allowed the destructive viruses in her head to control her actions? A war may have never ended if Lama hadn't believed in herself and her cause. Training your brain for growth can most certainly change the world. Lama was from Monrovia, Liberia in 1972. She wanted to be a doctor around the time the Civil War hit and she and her family became refugees. Now a mother and the victim of abuse by soldiers, Lama knew she had to make a change for peace. In 2003 she helped organize the Liberian Mass Action for Peace where thousands of women marched wearing shirts with "We Demand Peace." Never taken seriously, she was stubborn and consistent and eventually, they stormed the hotel where the peace delegates were and formed a human wall, refusing to let them out until peace was made. Threatening to curse the men by removing her clothing, she was successful in restoring peace and ending the war and went on to win the Nobel Peace Prize for her efforts in Africa. While Lama's story is extreme, you can apply the same philosophies to your own life. It all started with a small step. A small step to make a change, from recognizing a need for change to organizing a march and then a sit-in. Lama didn't allow negative thoughts to plague her mind. But, if you still need convincing, continue reading about the magic of belief. Changing Your Mindset, A Path to Growth and Fulfillment. The story of changing your mindset, as developed in our conversation, offers a powerful narrative about personal transformation through embracing the core principles of Marie Forleo's Everything is Figureoutable. This narrative highlights the journey from feeling trapped by limitations to achieving dreams through a series of practical and mindset-based shifts. 1. Acknowledge and challenge limiting beliefs. The story begins with the protagonist burdened by the word can't, representing deeply ingrained limiting beliefs. These beliefs, often stemming from negative self-talk and past experiences, act as roadblocks to progress. The first step towards change is recognizing and challenging these beliefs by questioning their validity. Forleo emphasizes that beliefs are choices that can be unlearned and replaced with empowering ones. 2. Shift your language. The story emphasizes the power of language by replacing can't with won't. This seemingly small change signifies a shift from feeling powerless to taking responsibility for choices. This aligns with Forleo's assertion that won't reflects a more powerful stance, acknowledging personal agency in decision-making. 3. Embrace action and discomfort. The narrative underscores the importance of taking action, even before feeling fully ready. By starting before feeling prepared, the protagonist breaks free from inertia and fear, propelling herself towards growth. This resonates with Forleo's Start Before You're Ready principle, which emphasizes overcoming procrastination and embracing the discomfort inherent in learning and growth. 4. Seek inspiration from others. The protagonist draws strength and inspiration from the stories of individuals like Malala Yousafzai and Bethany Hamilton who have overcome significant challenges. Forleo encourages seeking out stories of resilience and determination as reminders that if others can figure it out, so can you. 5. Focus on progress over perfection. The story highlights the importance of celebrating progress over striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection. This shift in focus allows the protagonist to celebrate small wins and maintain motivation, aligning with Forleo's emphasis on embracing a growth mindset. The narrative of changing your mindset exemplifies the transformative power of adopting a figureoutable approach to life. By challenging limiting beliefs, taking responsibility, embracing discomfort, and focusing on progress, individuals can break free from self-imposed constraints and create a fulfilling life. It's important to note that while the story incorporates concepts and themes present in Forleo's book, the specific examples of Malala Yousafzai and Bethany Hamilton are not from the provided source material. You may want to independently verify these examples. Chapter 3: The Magic of Belief, From Doubt to Destiny. The young girl stood frozen on a bustling New York City sidewalk, a surge of certainty washing over her. "I'm going to live here when I grow up," she declared, her voice ringing out amidst the urban cacophony. Her mother, bewildered by this sudden proclamation, countered with the logic of their New Jersey life, school, friends, family. But the girl remained steadfast. The seed of belief had been planted, a vision of her future taking root in her young mind. 17 years later, that vision blossomed into reality, the once fantastical dream solidified into her daily life in the very neighborhood where she'd first spoken her belief into existence. This anecdote, shared by Marie Forleo in her book Everything is Figureoutable, illustrates a profound truth: the power of belief to shape our reality. Our beliefs, those deeply held convictions we accept as absolute truths, act as the architects of our lives. They inform our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, ultimately determining the outcomes we experience. The magic of belief extends far beyond wishful thinking. Scientific studies have demonstrated its tangible impact on our physical and cognitive abilities. The placebo effect, a well-documented phenomenon, reveals how simply believing in a treatment's efficacy can trigger physiological changes and alleviate symptoms, even when the treatment itself is inert. Research has shown that beliefs can even enhance cognitive performance, with individuals primed to believe they were receiving subliminal cues performing better on tests, despite no actual cues being given. Our beliefs are not static entities, but rather dynamic forces shaped by our experiences, environment, and the information we choose to accept as evidence. This malleability presents a powerful opportunity. By consciously choosing to challenge and transform limiting beliefs, we can unlock a world of possibilities. One of the most potent beliefs we can cultivate is the conviction that everything is figureoutable. This core belief, according to Forleo, acts as a master key, unlocking the potential within each of us. By embracing this mindset, we activate a chain reaction of possibility, empowering ourselves to approach challenges with resourcefulness and determination. The journey of changing beliefs requires dedication and repetition. Forleo emphasizes the importance of engaging our entire being in this process, speaking the belief aloud, writing it down, and embodying it through our actions. This multifaceted approach helps to rewire our neural pathways, transforming the belief from a fleeting thought into a deeply ingrained truth that guides our actions and shapes our reality. Just as the young girl on the sidewalk transformed her dream into reality through the sheer force of belief, we too can harness this magic to create lives of purpose and fulfillment. By consciously choosing to embrace empowering beliefs, we step into our power as architects of our own destiny, unlocking a world where anything is possible. The book and our conversation history illustrate how belief acts as a foundational force shaping our reality and our results. The concept of the magic of belief is deeply explored in Marie Forleo's book, Everything is Figureoutable, specifically in Chapter 3. Beliefs shape reality. The sources emphasize that our beliefs, whether consciously chosen or unconsciously absorbed, function as powerful internal scripts that direct our thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and ultimately, our outcomes. Forleo states, our beliefs are the root of our reality and our results. This concept is further reinforced in the story of the young girl who envisioned living in New York City, her belief eventually manifesting into reality. Source not provided. Scientific evidence of belief's power. Forleo cites scientific evidence to support the transformative power of belief, including the placebo effect. This phenomenon demonstrates how a belief in a treatment's efficacy can trigger real physiological changes and improve symptoms, even when the treatment itself is inert. Additionally, she references research indicating that priming individuals to believe they are receiving subliminal cues can enhance their cognitive performance on tests, even when no actual cues are given. This evidence supports the idea that belief has a tangible impact on our physical and cognitive abilities. Beliefs are malleable. Forleo argues that beliefs, while powerful, are not fixed. They can be consciously challenged, unlearned, and replaced with more empowering ones. She states, all beliefs are a choice and choices can be changed. This understanding provides a sense of agency, reminding us that we have the power to rewrite our internal scripts and create new realities for ourselves. Everything is figureoutable as a master key. Forleo advocates for adopting the core belief that everything is figureoutable. She argues that this powerful meta-belief, when fully embraced, acts as a master key that unlocks a world of possibilities, enabling us to approach challenges with resourcefulness, resilience, and a deep conviction that solutions can be found. Repetition and embodiment strengthen beliefs. Forleo stresses that transforming beliefs requires conscious effort, repetition, and embodiment. This involves repeatedly speaking the belief aloud, writing it down, and aligning our actions with the desired belief. This multifaceted approach helps rewire neural pathways, solidifying the belief as a driving force in our lives. Key learnings. Our beliefs are not merely abstract thoughts but active forces that shape our experiences and outcomes. Belief has a tangible impact on our physical and cognitive abilities, as evidenced by phenomena like the placebo effect. We have the power to challenge, unlearn, and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. The belief that everything is figureoutable can act as a master key, unlocking a world of possibilities and empowering us to approach challenges with confidence. Transforming beliefs requires conscious effort, repetition, and embodiment to solidify them as driving forces in our lives. Chapter 4: Eliminate Excuses. The worst lies are the lies we tell ourselves. Richard Bach. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Only assholes do that. Haruki Murakami. How many times do you set an alarm a few hours earlier with plans to get up early, enjoy a nice cup of coffee, maybe get in a workout, but end up hitting snooze until the last possible minute? But what about when you're actually looking forward to something? You wake up early with no problem and sit around and wonder if you should just head out now and get an early start. How come it's so effortless at times when other times it's so difficult? The answers lie within. Yes. Within. We already have the answers. Our own minds are our biggest roadblocks. How many excuses do you make for not going to the gym or not applying for that dream job? I can't do this is one of the biggest hindrances of success and can put us into a negative spiral that keeps us from doing the thing. When we say can't, we really mean won't, as we don't want to. Changing your mindset from can't to won't forces us to take responsibility for our decision to not do something. While there may be some extenuating factors that may make your situation more difficult, the end result is always a direct response to your own actions. Malala Yousafzai is a young woman from the Middle East fighting for women's rights. When she was just 15, the Taliban attempted to assassinate her to silence her. She was shot in the head and survived to continue fighting. We can learn a lot from Malala's story. We may encounter trauma and obstacles that seem insurmountable, but what matters most is that we keep trying. One of Marie's biggest accomplishments was when she had to go on a retreat in South America. She thought it was impossible, she could never afford it. But she didn't let her thoughts influence her actions. Instead, she successfully negotiated with the organizers to allow a payment plan. She went on that trip and ended up meeting the love of her life on that retreat. Had she allowed her excuses to control her actions, she would have never gone on that trip. There's always something or someone to blame when things don't go our way, but you are in control of your life. Don't allow yourself to make excuses. One of the biggest excuses is not having enough time. We're all crazy busy navigating life with family, friends, jobs. It seems as if we never have time to get everything done. But we all have the same number of hours in a day, it's just up to you to decide how you use them. Take responsibility for your time and then use it wisely. The second excuse is that you don't have enough money. Today there are so many opportunities to earn more money. From working for apps like Uber, Postmates, and dog walking services, there's plenty of opportunities for a side hustle. If a second job doesn't work, then sell some items. eBay and Facebook Marketplace are great places to list belongings that you can earn money from. The final excuse is not knowing where to start. We live in a digital age. There are so many resources online to learn something new. Need to change the oil in your car? YouTube shows you how. Obviously, changing your life won't start with changing your oil, but you get the idea. You can learn anything through the power of the internet. There are countless excuses you can come up with to not get something accomplished. But if you keep doing this, then when do you think you'll ever get around to accomplishing your dreams? Chapter 5: How to Deal with the Fear of Anything. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Attributed to Marie Curie. After getting excuses out of the way, there's another obstacle to overcome, the F word, fear. We all live with fear every day, especially when it comes to fear of the unknown. But Marie introduces her own acronym for fear to help overcome obstacles that seem scary. Face everything and rise. While visiting Sicily with Josh, Marie was attempting to learn to ride a scooter. It's the best way to get around Italy, and she didn't want to take the easy way and ride on the back of Josh's bike. She knew she would never become a better driver if she didn't try to drive herself. Well, she crashed. A lot. But she got back on the scooter and learned how to drive the damn thing. By the end of her vacation, she had overcome her fear of driving a scooter and had the time of her life. The lesson here is that we all wipe out. We all make mistakes. We all have our dumb moments. It's all part of our growth. So, how do you overcome fear? Take action. Action is the antidote to fear. Imagine the emotions that come along with fear. You're shaking, sweating, heart pumping fast, adrenaline rushing through your body. You simply need to learn how to interpret these emotions. Many people interpret this fear as a reason to stop, to not keep going. But, in Stephen Pressfield's The Art of War, he stresses that the more scared we are of something, the more we realize how important it is to us. The more fear we have, then the surer we are in our belief that we must overcome that fear. Just like riding a scooter in Italy, Marie was afraid, but she knew the only way to overcome that fear was to get on and just do it. So how can we tame our fears and transfer that fear into actions? Fear is never going to go away, it's something that you are going to live with forever. When it comes to making big life decisions like moving or starting a business, or when it comes to smaller decisions like learning how to ride a scooter, fear is going to be there. If you find something is terrifying you to the point of irrational fear, write it down. Then, write down the worst possible scenario that can happen if you face that fear. Rate the scenarios from 1 to 10 in terms of terribleness. Next, write down an action plan if those scenarios come true. Finally, you'll want to write down the best-case scenarios as well. You'll usually find the pros far outweigh the cons and helps put the situation in perspective. This helps you calm down and rationalize the situation. So, whether you're riding a scooter or starting a business, just do it. Action is the only cure for fear, and you won't ever accomplish your dreams if you allow fear to control your AC tie-ins. Chapter 6, Define Your Dream. Everything's in the mind. That's where it all starts. Knowing what you want is the first step toward getting it. Mae West. Ever wanted to pick up a new hobby? Maybe you want to travel the world or start a new business. Whatever your goals are, you have them for a reason. Perhaps it's been a small thought in the back of your head that continues to resurface over the years. Why haven't you just started? Easy. There's usually one thing stopping us: indecisiveness. So what did Marie want to be when she grew up? She always thought she'd figure it out in college, but clearly that didn't happen. Living with a friend, working as a bartender and waitress, struggling to set up a business and fighting anxiety, she was now working towards her dream job, but she still felt incomplete. She craved creativity and found herself at the Broadway Dance Center for dance lessons. After a few minutes of fumbling around, she finally found a rhythm and felt confident, like this was right. She was indecisive at first, scared to take that first step of going to dance class. What if I looked like a fool? Indecisiveness is detrimental to your goals. You never know how you'll respond to something until you try. You just have to know what you want, and that can seem impossible at times. Marie wants to help guide you and help you figure out what you want the most. Think about what you want most in life. Deep down you know you can achieve that want. You have the tools, you just need to learn how to use them. Take Laverne Cox for example. Raised as a boy in Alabama, Laverne knew that she was different and was frequently bullied for acting outside the norm of how young males should act. After a tumultuous childhood and an attempt at suicide, Laverne finally attended Alabama School of Fine Arts, where she was able to express herself and wear women's clothing. Finally feeling comfortable in her skin, Laverne moved to New York and sent out over 500 postcards to casting directors. Now, Laverne has appeared on Netflix's Orange is the New Black and has won 2 Emmys. She now encourages author-trans actors to pursue their dreams regardless of the obstacles. Laverne had fear, but she decided that she knew what she wanted and she did everything she could to accomplish her goals. So decide on what you want out of life, and guess what? Write it down. Yes, write it down. Writing your goals down has proven to give you a 42% greater chance of achieving your goals than if you don't. Write down your dreams. Post them on the fridge. Stuff them in your wallet. Look at it every single day and chances are, it's gonna happen someday. Chapter 7, Start Before You're Ready. Are you ready? Calouse asked finally. No, Sonny answered. Me neither, Violet said, but if we wait until we're ready, we'll be waiting for the rest of our lives. Lemony Snicket, the ersatz elevator. What's your calling? What do you dream about doing? This may be a difficult question, but that's normal. Maybe your thoughts are flooded and can't focus on just one dream. That's normal. You see, after her stint in taking dance classes, Marie was told that her passion and effort in dancing had shown and that she could be a good teacher. After much consideration, she realized she would regret never having tried, so she tried out to become a dance teacher. And guess what? She became a substitute dance teacher, and during this time she had an epiphany. She was a multi-passionate entrepreneur. She was doing a multitude of jobs, all of which she was passionate about. She wasn't doing life the typical way with just one career. But why do we think our calling has to be just one thing? We work on that one thing for 50 years and then retire and acted like it didn't mean anything. She wanted more than that. Life is far too unstable to rely on just one job to see them through to the end of their lives. Her epiphany gave her the strength to just do it. You never feel ready to do the important things you're meant to do. For example, Marie caught the eye of an MTV producer during one of her dance classes and was asked to interview with his boss. She wasn't ready. At least that's what she initially thought. But, she pushed those thoughts to the side and she got the gig. This choice led to even more gigs for brands like Nike. That one small step led to an abundance of opportunity. Marketing herself, building an image, she was able to do it all before she was ready. Stop lying to yourself by telling yourself that you aren't ready. It takes one small step. All progress begins with one brave decision. To help you get there, break down your dream into manageable chunks. Say, your dream is to travel the world. Start with a surfing trip to California. Don't procrastinate and just do it. Make a commitment and follow through. You literally have nothing to lose. It's all about growth, and making one small step towards progress is better than staying stagnant and accomplishing nothing. Speaking of growth, your growth and progress should be celebrated and valued. Reach out for help when you need it, but keep moving forward. The growth zone will eventually become your comfort zone and you'll wonder why you ever felt that fear in the first place. Chapter 8, Refuse to be refused. How do you get what you want? Refuse to be refused. Don't take no for an answer when you know that you are capable of exceeding expectations. Mentioned previously, Laman Bowie didn't refuse to quit fighting for peace in Africa, and you shouldn't refuse to get what you want either. Margaret Thatcher once said, "You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it." This can be applied to the time Marie found a space for rent that was perfect for her booziness, so she put in an offer. However, the owner rejected the offer, citing that her business wasn't stable enough, so they were going to give the space to a tech company. But she didn't give up. Instead, she wrote a letter detailing to the owner the 13-year success of her business and what she intended to do with that space. She then hand-delivered the letter, and a few days later received an email stating the owner wanted to meet with her ASAP. She went into the meeting with plans to state the facts and she walked out with a lease. She refused to be refused. Many people struggle with this because of fear. Fear of the critics telling you that you aren't good enough, that your dreams are only that, dreams. The critics can say hurtful things to try and bring you down, it happens. But, you can't let it get you down and you can't let what others say affect you. The fact is that you are already being judged. You are criticized all the time for what you own, what you wear, what you do in your spare time, etc. So, don't let the critics get to you. Let the hate fuel your fire and force you to become more productive than ever. It's also important to remember that everything you love is despised by someone else. Pleasing everyone all the time is impossible and is a pretty terrible way to live. Don't let the opinions of others get to you. The more you care about what others think, the more they own you. Live life on your standards, not others. Determine which criticism is useful and which is useless. Constructive advice can be a great tool to help you build and grow, so listen to others when they are being helpful. It hurts to hear the truth at times, but it can help you immensely. On the other hand, ignore the haters. Are those that spew hate just to put others down. There's a difference between constructive criticism and straight-up criticism. Learn which advice to take and which to ignore. Chapter 9, Conclusion. Everything is figureoutable. One last example of this is when Marie needed a trip to Barcelona to save her relationship but encountered an obstacle when they arrived at the airport too late and couldn't check their luggage. Trip ruined. But Marie didn't allow it. Instead, she went to the airport shop and bought a duffel and stuffed every last bit of their belongings into the bag. They ditched the big suitcase and made the plane on time. It worked and it saved their relationship. You see, everything is figureoutable. You just need to learn how to use the tools you already have inside of you. If you're thinking that there's not enough space in the world for you to influence others, then maybe this story will change your mind. Josh was a health nut, but Marie wasn't into the health trend until she met Chris Carr, a cancer thriver who believed in the benefits of healthy superfoods and juices. When she talked to Josh about Chris, he asked her why she had never listened to him when he shared the same sentiments. Sometimes you just need to hear it from someone else, and that someone could be you. Just because others are doing the exact same thing you are doing doesn't mean you can't put your own unique spin on it. You do have a chance to change the universe. You can change lives and you can make a difference. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and please remember to subscribe to receive notification of upcoming recordings. See you in next video.